Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to tell you about how I got pickpocketed last night. So it's my last full day in Hanoi. I leave tomorrow like at 6 a.m. I have to get to the airport, so it's gonna be an early start tomorrow to go to Manila. And today I was gonna go to like this really touristy place today, but instead I canceled that so I could just hang around and catch up on some work and stuff like that. Not so much work, just a little bits and pieces here and there. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me last night, and I'm a bit embarrassed about it, so please go easy on the comments. Right, I was pickpocketed last night. So my iPhone 8, my new iPhone 8 was stolen. So here's what happened. So I went out for dinner last night. It was kind of late, and as I was walking back, foreigner, tourist on his own, man, that everyone keeps approaching you, right? So I'm walking, and people approach, and you just constantly say no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, right? And like a scooter pulls up, and I just filled out the police report, so it's all fresh in my mind, right? So a scooter pulls up with a man and a woman. The woman gets off the back of it, comes over and starts get you sexy lady, all this kind of stuff, and she actually grabs my crotch and everything. I said no, thank you, and I said no thanks. So she gets back on the scooter and goes away. And then I realized my phone is missing, my iPhone. Because you know what it's like. You notice right away. You feel naked when you don't have your phone on you these days. It's like the way I feel today, right? So I actually chased after the scooter. I don't know what I was going to do if I caught it, but I started running down the road. But there's no way I could keep up with it, right? Despite all the the morning runs and everything like that, there's no way I could catch a scooter. But I did. I was in like hot pursuit for a while, shouting, and in the end, they got away. It was it was a bit hectic, and so I came back to the hotel room. I didn't even think to go to the police. I just thought, it's late at night. I'm sure this kind of stuff happens all the time. I guess I'm out. I have to go buy a new iPhone, right? So I went back to the hotel, and so I came back here to the hotel, and I called the mobile network and got that canceled. Told them that the phone was stolen, and went and on iPhone, went and erased my phone, erased the contents, tried to find my phone, but it's offline, and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm actually really relieved it was just my phone. I know it's expensive, and it's gonna be difficult to do without it for the next couple of days, but I'm glad it was just my phone, and not my wallet, which would have been a lot harder to replace all the contents of my wallet, and stuff like that. And so this morning I was reading through my travel insurance saying actually I'm covered for that. So then this morning I went down to fill in a police report, and luckily the people at the hotel here are really nice. They went down there with me to do it. They translated everything for me. Everything was okay. So they're doing the police report, I hope, and I'll get that so I could try to claim it on the travel insurance. I should be able to. That's what the travel insurance is for. But I think the reason I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to tell you this, because this morning I was just feeling so bad. They were asking why I didn't report it last night, and mainly because I just feel kind of just naive, like the naive tourists, right? All those years working in London, where with pickpockets and everything like that, I have never in my life been pickpocketed, right? I've never been mugged. Touch wood. I've never been in a situation like that. So, but I've had dreams about it. I have dreams that somebody steals something from me and I'm chasing after them. So it was kind of weird that actually happened. Right, I just felt a bit naive about the whole thing, the naive tourist. But I thought, you know what? I'll just tell you guys anyway, let you guys know how the trip is going. But aside from that, the trip is going really well. Meeting with developers, a lot of really nice people. Obviously a couple bad people. I also had a taxi driver who, the first night, who took me to the hotel, and then when I said I needed to go inside to get some money, then he said, "Oh, I don't think this is the right place," because he tried to just bring me somewhere completely different. So there's cheats and stuff like that everywhere. So, but it didn't go too bad. So, you know, when I first went to England, you know, my first ever time in England was at Victoria Station. So I was like 22 years old. I was just going over to visit, and I took a Mac flight because I was in the military. I took a Mac flight to Frankfurt, Germany, and then took the train and the ferry to Victoria Station. And as soon as I got off at Victoria Station, and I got off with my big backpack and everything, a guy comes up to me and says, "We have a hostel. Do you need a hostel for tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess so. I don't know where I'm staying yet." And he says, "Well, we got a van out back. Just come out. You know, we got some people waiting. We're about to leave here in a few minutes." I said, "Well, can I get something to eat first?" He goes, No, we're gonna go now, right?" And so I said, "Okay." And I was about to go with the guy, and then like a security person comes up and goes, "Hey, is he trying to get you out of the station?" And the guy just walks off. He goes, "Is he trying to get you out of the station?" I say, "Yes. Why?" He goes, he's trying to get you out of the station so he could rob you." And I was like, what, right? And it was my first ever, like, just getting to England, right? And I tell you what, the next few days, I decided that I hated England. You know, like, it was just like everybody in England is gonna, you know, rob you or whatever. And so it's so easy to fall into that trap. But, you know, of course, I don't think that now. You know, I really have a great time in England, but, you know, so I'm trying to think about the same things with Hanoi. You know, there's a few bad people. Bad experience. I'm so glad I wasn't hurt. So glad, you know, it could have been worse. You know, I'm glad that, you know, it was just my phone. I'm glad that Apple puts the wipe my phone stuff in there so I can just clear all the data remotely, and you know, and I don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so today's nothing about apps. I'm sorry about that. Just letting you guys know how things are going. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow, hopefully with better news.